most powerful weapons in the world. Top 10 Deadliest. 1. Tsar Bomba. The Tsar Bomba qualifies as a weapon of mass destruction in every way. The weapon was the Soviet Union's response to the nuclear program of the United States. The bomb was a massive thing intended to destroy everything. There was only ever one that went off, and that was enough. The Tsar Bomba, still the most potent explosive ever set off by humans. Of course, there was a huge mushroom cloud from the most powerful nuclear bomb ever dropped. According to estimates, the mushroom cloud reached a height of up to 40 miles in the sky, which is roughly 7 times higher than Mole. 2. MIRV. The Multiple Independently Chargeable Ray Entry Vehicle, or MIRV, is a ballistic missile payload that has several warheads. Each warhead can be pointed at a variety of targets. Only one nuclear bomb could be carried by a single missile and targeted by a single warhead in the past. The Multiple Reentry Vehicle MRV missile was the next development. It could carry several warheads that were dispersed, but not individually aimed, creating a blast akin to a shotgun. That issue was resolved by the MIRV, making all warheads chargeable. 3. ICBM. Ballistic missiles can be guided to their target, and the Intercontinental Ballistic Missile ICBM is one such type. It was created mainly for the transportation of nuclear weapons and has a minimum range of 3,400 miles. ICBMs can be launched from a variety of platforms, including aircraft, submarines, missile silos, and vehicles. They became a crucial component of the MAD doctrine because they gave the nation the flexibility to retaliate and wipe out the enemy. It essentially ensured a follow-up attack on the adversary. 4. Russia's aviation thermobaric bomb of increased power. The aviation thermobaric bomb of increased power, also called the father of all bombs, developed by the Russians, was successfully tested before being made public in 2007. According to reports, the phobe is 4 times less powerful than T. It has an impact similar to that of a small nuclear weapon, but on a smaller scale, thanks to its pressure wave and blast. When the bomb detonates in midair, extreme temperatures and a supersonic shock wave are created. Compared to conventional explosives, thermobaric weapons produce blast waves that 5. Chimera virus, an animal created from various animal parts, such as a hippogriff or a griffin, is known as a chimera in ancient mythology, which perfectly describes this virus. The DNA of 2 or more different viruses can be combined to create a chimera virus. The Soviet Union experimented with them in the 1980s, injecting another virus's genetic material into smallpox or other viruses to create chimeras. This procedure makes sure the new virus can spread a completely different infection while retaining the virulence and microscopic appearance of smout. 6. Nimitz-class aircraft carrier, U.S. Nimitz-class, with a height of more than 1,000 feet. The Nimitz-class's aircraft carriers are the world's biggest warships. Being the most expensive, they each cost about $4.5 billion United States dollars. The 100,000-ton carriers, which are outfitted with anti-aircraft guns and it is anticipated that they will work for 50 years. The Gerald R. Ford-class successor, which will be even bigger and cost about US $12 billion, is currently under construction in the U.S. instead of the gas turbines or diesel electric systems that are typically used on modern warships. The carrier 7 Schwerer Gustav, a 7-ton shell could be fired by Gustav 47 kilometers away. The Schwerer Gustav was nearly 1,350 tons when fully assembled. This piece of artillery was created by the Germans in anticipation of the Battle of France. When the battle started, the biggest gun of World War II, it was the heaviest mobile artillery weapon ever created, both in terms of overall weight and the weight of the shells it could fire. Additionally, it was the largest caliber artillery piece ever used in battle. 8. Flamethrower. Because a flamethrower is designed specifically to project fire in a long, controllable stream, it is referred to as an incendiary weapon. Greeks were the first to employ flamethrowers, dating back to the 1st century AD. In the First World War and more frequently in the Second War, attacking fortifications, bunkers, and other defensive structures was the main military application for flamethrowers. Flamethrowers are more frequently used in civilian life for agricultural purposes, such as clearing fields. Flamethrowers come in a variety of shapes and sizes, portable ones typical. 9. DSR 50. The .50 cal sniper rifle. The bolt-action sniper rifle known as the DSR 50 can fire the potent .50 cal BMG round. It was built on the DSR 1, a sniper rifle designed specifically for police sharpshooters. The DSR 50 has a built-in hydraulic recoil damping system in the buttstock, as well as because this weapon was designed to pierce lightly armored military vehicles. We'll let your imagination fill in the details of what happens when you shoot a person. 10. RPG, rocket-propelled grenade. You can shoulder fire anti-tank rockets with the RPG. It was transformed into a dreaded anti-tank weapon after being modeled after Nazi Germany's Panzerfaust, a rocket-propelled grenade that costs little money and little skill can take down a tank that costs mil. The American Army created its RPG in the middle of the 1950s. It was known as the law of lightweight anti-tank weapon. RPGs have been a threat to tanks and armored vehicles since they first appeared. Conclusion. The most inventive species to ever inhabit the planet is humans. With the help of the many technologies we have created, we have gained complete dominance over the planet and are currently essentially in charge of almost everything that occurs on it. Our seemingly endless thirst for comfort. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Make sure you subscribe.